look, here's a baby you've not seen for a while. That's definitely Potato. Don't know why he's struggling to get away from me. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a really exciting video. My Plouise palette came and we are going to play with it today. Obviously I'm going to do this like blah blah blah. Oh my goodness, I'm just really excited. So my palette came today. I ordered it at launch. I think I ordered it like a couple of minutes before it launched. It definitely went live at like 5 to 10 and not 10 o'clock, by the way. So yeah, so this is the Watch the Queen Conquer palette by Plouise. It's a double-sided palette. It's absolutely beautiful. We're going to get into it in a second. It was £60, but in the Black Friday sale it was 36. So I think me and most of my sausages were like, holy crap, that is a really good price. I was really excited it was on sale because I wanted to buy one for a couple of my friends as well, and that's what we did. So the palette first of all came in a gorgeous like black bag. It was really nice. I've actually put it in the bin because the cats were playing with it. But then it came in this box. And Rosie always points out how well Plouise does her packaging. She really has done. Like, this is gorgeous. Like, this is a kind of keepsake box. You could keep some nice stuff in here. And then the palette itself came in a box that just matches the packaging. So it's a double-sided palette. If you've never seen it, I mean, I'm sure most of you have. It's a double-sided palette which opens in the middle to a chessboard. You don't get any chess pieces, but there's a chessboard if you want it. So there is this gorgeous, very warm purple pink side. Oh, look at it. You like the look of that, do you, darling? Do ya? And then there is still very warm, but more like brown, green, yellow side, which is also really pretty. I mean, if it had just been this, I wouldn't have bought it, but with the two combined, it's my dream come true because you know how much I love sunset looks, so I can use purple and pinks, oranges and yellows, bish bash bosh, dreams come true, so I had to buy it. But today I tried not to do a sunset look and I kept it very purple pink. So we're only really playing with one side, but there's going to be heaps of videos on this palette because there's so much to do with it. Why are you in the way? So as always, when I'm going to test a new palette, I'm going to swatch all of this for you, then I'm going to do this look on my face, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts at the end of the video. And I'm trying to do this really quickly so I can have my video up as soon as possible. So if you want to see me swatch this whole palette and then do this look, tell you my thoughts, then all you gotta do is keep on watching, and let's jump into swatches. I've already swatched it for all my sausages, but we'll swatch it on camera, as I always do, because A, I love swatching, and B, I know a lot of you like watching swatching. So yeah, let's jump into it now. I'm actually going to start off by swatching this side because I feel like you can already see a lot of the other shadows on my eyes. So I'm just going to swatch down my arm. I thought that was a mark, that's my vein. I'm just going to swatch down my arm and do it that way, just because like setting up my camera and changing it all is an absolute nightmare. So let's start swatching, and I'll just go like row by row. I've not primed my arm, anything, and I will do it silently just so we can get through it quite quick. But let's begin. That is the very first row of the palette, so very brown, red, orange. Somewhat similar in tone, but I feel like they do show up differently on the skin, so it's good for blending. That red swatch is incredible. I actually can't quite believe how well it swatches. I'll probably get the next row on down here, won't I? Let's just keep going. This brown is so dark, it's almost black. Okay, I'm sorry for the absolutely bizarre placement of the swatches, but that is the first two rows of that side of the palette. I still actually can't quite believe that we get two entire palettes for £36. But anyway, that is the second row, very yellow heavy, a couple of mustards, they are stunning, those light ones. This like neon one is sick, a couple of golds in there. I mean, that's only like a third of the shadows in this whole palette. Let's keep going. Did I shave my armpits? I don't know. Okay, and there is the last row on that side. That shimmer is absolutely stunning. It even has like little gold pinky reflex in it. Sausage is about to jump up on my knee. Those first 4 or 5, no, all of that row actually is just sick. You can make a whole look with that row, in my opinion. Look at that khaki shimmer. My lord! That is actually outrageous. I know Teresa will like these swatches. And a lot of the people in the group that really like greens, like Kerry and things, like they'll be loving these shades. I'm definitely more drawn to the other side, but these are stunning. What do you think of that side of the palette? What do you think, Sausage? You think it's nice? Think it's nice? Do you think it's nice? Do you think it's nice? You want kisses? Okay, let's move on to the other side. Hopefully Sausage does not decide to knock everything off. What are you gonna do? Don't jump over here either onto my palette. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing silently. It's just going to save me a lot of time and get this video up faster. Okay, there is the first row. I think it's beautiful. Some of these mattes aren't swatching the most incredible. I think that's quite obvious to see really, but they go on the eye incredibly. So I don't care that they don't swatch maybe the most perfect. The shimmers are stunning. The lighter ones definitely swatch better. Sausage is really bored, but oh my lord, they are stunning. Right, I actually do need to change my battery for the next 2 rows, but how gorgeous is that? There we have the next row. That top one really doesn't swatch well, or it's maybe because it's like on my wrist. I don't know, I just want to kind of swatch it again. I actually haven't used this in my look today, so I'm not sure about that shade, but I feel like it's swatched kind of weird, or I've put it in a weird place. But overall that row is stunning. I really like that dark shimmer pink, that light shimmer pink, so I've used at the front. It's gorgeous, those like bubble gums. The light ones, I'm just honestly over the moon with the colour scheme of this. Like, I don't think it's maybe swatching the best out of any palette I've got, but it doesn't matter because I've used it on my eyes and it works really well, you know what I mean? So let's move on. I'll definitely fit the next row on here. That's the second row. Those peach shades are going to make the most beautiful blushes. I can't wait to use them for that purpose. That shimmer is actually quite pretty. It's definitely more pink than orange, but it's probably one of the shades I won't like use that much. But overall, oh, that is nice. That is nice. Again, I don't feel like they swatch the most fantastic that I've ever seen, but maybe it's just the formula. It's like not a swatching formula and it's not being put over a base or anything, is it? And swatches aren't the be all and end all at all anyway. So yeah, now we're gonna jump into me putting it on my face. I'm very pleased that I have this palette in my collection now, I've got to say. And tomorrow I will film with it on the other side of the palette, so you'll get a few looks out of it, don't worry. I had something to say there. I think the palette is lacking some shimmers. I think they could definitely have more shimmers in it now that I've swatched it all. I think maybe 2 or 3 or 4 more shimmers overall would be great, because there isn't actually that many in here, but that's just a little bit of a small gripe house falling up here on my big guns. On the shadow. Anyway, let's jump into me putting it on my eyes and then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end of the video. Ha! My hair looks mental. Will I be able to fix that? I don't know. I slept with it wet. Don't do that. On the theme of today's video, I actually used my Plouise Acid Rain in the shade Blank Canvas to prime. I've actually been quite enjoying this as an eye primer. These thicker paints are where it's at. I do not like the bases, but I really like these like proper thick paints. I don't think they're too creasy. So I'm very much only using this side today. I'm using one shade from the other side. Obviously I'll do multiple videos on this. I'll do a video on the other side and then I'll do a video with them combined. We'll do it all. So I'm going to start off with the shade Takeover. Then I'm going to go into Let's Play and then Grandmaster. Just missing out this Shim Shim here. So I'm just going to put this first dark shade just around like I always do. You don't know the self-control it took not to do a sunset look unless you know me. Straight off the bat, I was really impressed by the pigment on this shade. You can see it just going on beautifully, so pigmented. Absolutely no complaints about it at all. Sits on top of this base really, really nicely. Look at that colour. Then I'll take the one beside it called Let's Play, and I'm just gonna start buffing out the edges. I've got a bit of a sore throat, so I don't have that very sexy voice, but I feel like my voice is slightly sexy. So just enjoy it. I love all the embossing on all the pans, how it's like different. One of them positions has like a proper chessboard imprint on it and it just looks so cool. It actually hurt me to swatch it. These shades just blend beautifully together, no complaints. And then I'll pick up that third purple called Grandmaster, which is not me. I can play chess, I'm okay at chess. I'm not excellent at chess. Not a Grandmaster anyway. I love the theme as well because I loved The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. In fact, I thought I might actually like restart watching that because I watched it as soon as it came out. So I really love the theme. And I went on a date where we played chess. So that was fun. Just blends so beautifully. Am I going to get these to match? No, but I'll try. Okay, then I'm going to take Positions. This one I said is the chessboard like imprint on it. It's really cool. And then I'm going to take Fun and Games, and then I'm going to take Rule Breaker up here as well. This Position shade is actually like insanely pigmented. I used a little bit too much of it on the other side straight off the bat. It's just gorgeous. This is my kind of like pink that I love. If you could just focus, camera, that would be excellent. I'm also really glad I always film with this eye because I've got a twitch in my other eye and it won't go away. This is where I wanted to go in with oranges and yellows, but again, I didn't. I was proud of myself. Okay, then I'll grab Fun and Games, which is a much brighter pink. This really is coming right up into my brow. A bit of patting, a bit of swiping. Oh, this palette really does bring me joy just to look at it. Can you tell I like it already? I wonder if when I use the other side if I'll be like still so impressed with it. Or maybe like this side's really good and the other side's crap, do you know what I mean? Like, we don't know yet. I'm not testing that. And then I'll grab Rule Breaker. I don't know what one I just used, I'm not gonna lie. Just an even brighter pink. I love, there's so many shades in here that look a little bit similar, but they're not. They are different and they show up different on the eye, and that's for me perfect because it means I've got all the blending shades that I need. Inner corner and this outer bit will all get like really done when my base is on, because I can just blend into my base. But right now I can't, so okay. So yeah, I'll quickly go back in, blend all these same shades and then cut my crease, and then we will put some shimmers on, keep jazzing it up. Okay, so that, I mean, it really doesn't match, but it's fine. I'm going to go in with Elevate, this Shim Shim here, then a little bit of Make It Count, and then a little bit of Boss It Up. I'll just touch them so you can see, just in that order. So yeah, I'm going to go with Elevate first. I'm going to wet it, just with my primer water. It's got like a little bit of a green shift to it, this light pink. It's very pretty. It's not like, oh my goodness, this shimmer is incredible. Absolutely not. This does just feel like a kind of like really standard shimmer. It's pretty. I'm not really complaining about it, but it's not like a special formula in any way. So, I mean, that's my opinion on it. It just feels like a nice shimmer. I do feel like her mattes so far have like blown me away in this palette, and the shims, they're fine. They're fine. I'm not complaining. And then I'm going with Make It Count. This definitely feels a little bit more nice. But I might be thinking that just because it's a wee bit more pigmented. And then I'll use Boss It Up, which I think is probably the nicest one. But I love this tone of metallic purple. It always makes me like really happy to use. I'm going to go back in, do more gold. It's my OPV liner in Topsy. It's like the one I always use when I do like a gold line. I just love purple and pink and gold together. I think it's so nice. I'm going to throw on some thick eyeliner, or will I do it a different way this time? No, I'll just do it the same way so it looks the same. So this is just an eyeliner, I think it's Ico. And then I'm just going to use that very dark purple, the Takeover shade, and just pat it on top. Because I really wanted this to be like purple eyeliner. Okay, that'll do for just now. I'm going to clean up just directly under my eye, the fallout. We'll do the lower lash line and inner corner. Okay, so down below it's very simple. I'm just going to go through those shades, like all the same ones, and just run them along. Blend it out. I want to keep it quite chunky under here because I do plan on like really dragging this into my blush. These just blend like a dream. I do feel like quite dry mattes, like they're not like really like buttery and like incredible feeling in that way, but I mean they're going on beautifully, so I don't mind that they feel a bit dry. Okay, I'm going to flip to the other side and I'm going to use Victory as my inner corner, but I want you to know that I do go on top of this. So I put this on initially and I was like, yeah, that's stunning, like it is really pretty, and I'll use it more in the next look. But then I was like, no, I want it brighter and more yellow, so I went in with Stalemate and just patted that on top. I just thought it would be fun pop of colour on the inner corner is what this look asked for. And then I'll go back to the other side, and what did I do? I took Make It Count, and then I'm going to go in with Elevate on top, so these two shimmers, and just put it at the front here. And then a little bit of Elevate just on top. I might even add a bit of glitter to this. I don't know. Probably will actually, I will. Yeah, that's more my cup of tea, innit? Right, I'm going to nip off, do on my base, and then I'll probably film using this as like a blush, do a really blush heavy look, and then we'll be done. But that's it so far. Obviously, I'm going to reblend things once my base is on. It always helps. But that's it right now. I'll come back looking hopefully a little bit better, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm using a bunch of the pinks to really smoke this out. I'm using it on like big fluffy blush brushes. I'm going absolutely ham. I'm going super blush heavy with this look, and I actually think it looks maybe more intense on camera than it does in real life. Sometimes that happens, but yeah, very, very blush heavy, just using the palette alone. I don't think the light shimmer will be a good highlight shade, or I would have used that, so I'll just use a different one. But yeah, just using a variety of them, it's smoking it out, and I'm going kind of lightest to darkest. I find that the easiest way rather than darkest to lightest. So I'll go back and like blend in more purples and the darker pinks and stuff, but yeah, overall just a lot of the pinks, giving this a very blushy look. I'm just in the mood for it, and I'll use like a nice pink highlighter and stuff, probably my Wet n Wild one, to go with this. But yeah, I just think Plouise as a brand just says be dramatic, and it makes me want to do dramatic makeup, so that's what I'm doing here. And yeah, I mean it's starting to take shape. It is starting. Ignore my eyebrows, they are not sisters today. Okay, so all my makeup is finished off. I did go with a nude lip in the end. I was going to do pink, but I wasn't feeling it. I don't really feel this nude either, but it's fine. This is about the eyes. So my first impressions are completely based honestly on the purple pink peachy side of this palette, because that's really the only side I've used apart from one matte on the other side, so I'm not really counting it. This side is great. I really like it. I think the quality is excellent. I think it is just what I need. It's really pigmented matte, really easy to blend, really easy to use, very intuitive layout. I like how they've done it, darkest to lightest. It's really easy to look at and kind of see a look in my eye anyway. I will say it doesn't feel like the most buttery, it doesn't feel like my Norvina that I've got up there. Like, that feels incredible to touch. This just feels really good to touch. So I'm not saying it's the best formula I've ever used, however it is fantastic and I would recommend it. Based on this side, obviously there's going to be another video on the other side, then there'll be another video using them together. Do you know what I mean? I also really like the packaging. I think considering it's two palettes in one, it could have been way bigger than this, and it's not. Obviously we've got the chessboard on the inside as well, which does lie flat, so you could play chess on it. I think she should have added on like £1 and you would have got like the chess set with it, because most of us don't have a chess set without a chessboard, so you don't really need two chessboards, you know what I mean. It's a bit pointless, but it's cool. I like it. Also this side under here is gorgeous. I can't wait to use them together. I can't wait to use this on its own. It's just, to me, a really lovely palette. I'm very happy I have it in my collection. I was actually going through, like, I was having a hernia at like 10 to 10 trying to get this. Like, me and Rosie were frantically texting, me and the sausages were frantically texting, like it was nuts, but I'm so glad I got it. And yeah, that's my thoughts. I think it's really good. I love the design on the packaging as well. I usually moan about it, but it's quite nice. So very pleased with how it worked. very pleased overall. Let me know your thoughts. Are you going to pick it up? Have you already? Is it on its way? Do you already have it? What do you think about it? But yeah, that is me and my thoughts. I want to keep this really brief so that I can go and edit this video and put it up as soon as possible. Tonight, hopefully, if not tomorrow morning at the very latest. So yeah, very pleased. Definitely recommend. I think it's great. Really, really, really pleased that I got it for £36 as well instead of 60. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below, tell me if you're going to get it or not, or if you got anything else in the Plouise Black Friday sale. Subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you want to see me play with the other side and combine the two. And yeah, I'm going to piss off. It's really noisy outside, I'm sorry. I'm going to piss off. Have a lovely day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye!